Hello, in this video I'm going to show you all of the content in my book, Guitar Chords and Rhythms Exercises for Beginners to Intermediate. So it starts off with 2 pages of all the chords that are going to be in the book. I'm going to assume that you know how to read the chords already, but I'm going to just really quickly go through them. So A minor 7, A minor, which is a nice easy change, A major 7, A7, B7, C, C7, just adding the little finger on, C/G, which is a C chord, but with an added G note at the top. So you've got the 3rd and 4th fingers up there. It's a nice chord with all of the strings. D, D7, D major 7, play with your 1st finger, or you can make an A shape. D sus4. Sometimes you've got the middle finger pushed down from a D already, and you add the little finger. But if you're going from a G to a D sus4, you won't be adding your middle finger. And the second page of chords, like that. And we've got E minor, E, E7, then E7 again, but with the little finger on fret 3 of the 2nd string. It's nice to go from one to the other. E minor 7 can also be played with just the 1 finger on fret 2 of string 5, but that one sounds nicer, or different anyway. E minor 6, just move those fingers onto fret 2 at the bottom 2. We've got a jazzy chord, E minor 6. And it's just written as EM6. F next. So that's with 4 strings at the bottom. Nice easy F. You may prefer to do the bar chord F, but this book doesn't go into bar chords at the moment. F/C, so it's an F with an added C, just like the C/G. So add that note to it, use your 3rd and 4th fingers. It's a nice chord with 5 strings. And all that's doing from the bar chord F is missing out that fret 1 there. Could do with your thumb, but that's more if you're doing F major 7. So yeah, F/C, 5 strings like that. G, you can do G with just the 3rd finger at the bottom, or with 2 fingers at the bottom. Do sound slightly different. And we'll be doing both of those chords in the book. G5 is the same as that one with 2 at the bottom, and we're going to just release the pressure on your 1st finger, so it's still touching the string, and it mutes string 5. So that means that chord is only made up of G's and D's. The 1st and the 5th note of the major scale. It's the same principle as a power chord, only made up of G, D, and G. G7 next. You can go from G to G7 if you use your little finger at the bottom. We'll just change it. Okay, those are all the chords in the book. It's a lot we've missed out, but they're not included in this exercise book. Right, so we've got 15 exercise sheets. I'm going to whiz through them. Worksheet 1 uses E minor, A minor, D, and G with the 2 fingers at the bottom. The rhythms we've got, I'm going to assume you can read a lot of this, but you may need help with knowing how they sound, or just a little bit of a nudge with how to read them. So got crotchet, crotchet, 2 quavers and a crotchet, and we've got the symbols for downs and ups. The downs look like staples and the V shapes are the ups. So we've got down, 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 up, down, and the counting for that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we're going to do that rhythm once for each chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so you can also play every single exercise in the book with swing. I'll just show you that one with swing. So for the down, up, down part, we're going to delay the up and go down, up, down. So that'll go. Okay, on to exercise 2, adds an extra up after beat 2. So it's 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Or with swing 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So I'll show you that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with the swing. Number 3 has a tied note in it. I've shown this with pink colour, so the counting has a bracket around beat 3, which means we don't strum on beat 3, we just counter. So it's going to be 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. And so you've got an up on beat 2 and then a little space for 3 and then another up. So you play it up and do a fake down and play an up again. So that'll be fake strum and then A minor. Just notice the hand is just going up and down, or down and up all the time. So the down and up markings are just going to be in that place naturally. So if you're just using the counting 1, 2 and 4, they will fall into place. So I'm not sure if that makes sense, but yeah, I'll show you with the swing anyway. So that'll be 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, on to worksheet 2. Very similar stuff on the sheets. We've got E minor, C, G with one finger at the bottom, and a D. Rhythm 1, I'll play with straight and then swing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, that was with swing. Let's do straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 2, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. For the real beginners, you may want to just make the chord and go number 2, and then take a little bit of time on changing your chord. If you're playing with a metronome, you could give yourself 4 clicks in between, or if you're really at the start, just do it as fast as you can. And I'll show you what I mean with 4 clicks in between. If you're going at 70 BPM, you should go down, down, up, down, down, 1, 2, change chords in that 4 clicks. Change to G, 2, 3, 4. You may need 8 clicks, you might need 3 or 2 clicks, but that's a good technique for practicing your chords and knowing how long it's taken you to change chords, and it's something that you can work towards getting down to 2 or 1 click in between, and then eventually no clicks. But for beginners guitarists, this does take a long time, making it look easy at changing chords. But yeah, it's really not for quite a long time, so stick at it. Right, number 3, E minor, is down, down, up, then the tie, so no strum, and then up, down, and that is 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And with swing. Okay. Worksheet 3. With this pattern, it does give you a load of BPMs for the metronome. So I was showing you 70 before, goes right up to 200. A lot of you will not get up to that straight away at all, but that's just there for a challenge for anyone that's finding it easy. Alright, so the rhythm, we've got some arrows above the notes on beats 2 and 4, so that's emulating the snare drum in drum beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a lot of time you're playing without a drummer, and it gives you a bit of rhythm to your playing. But if you're playing with a band as well, it can help the groove, like locking everything in together. So the rhythm is 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Alright, I'll show you with the chords. A minor 7, E minor, G with 1 finger, and D. A minor 7, then 1, 2, and 3, 4. I did that wrong. A minor 7 for half a bar, then E minor for half a bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. So it's 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Yeah, so the second bar is different as well. Second bar is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, let's try and lock this down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's try that with the metronome. I'll show you at 120. 2, 3, 4. I'll show you at 200. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably play with a pick at that point. That's quite a challenge to really get in time actually at that speed. So it's a challenge for a lot of players. Right, worksheet 4. A, G, C, D. It's a bit of a rock chord progression, and we're going to do all down strums to make it rockier. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Firstly, without accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's hard not to do it with accents. Now we're going to add accents to 2 and 4. It's probably because I'm a drummer first. Right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do that slow or fast. Alright, worksheet 5, E, D, A, C, another rock based one. By the way, the one before works with an A minor pentatonic scale. So that's 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. So you can improvise along with those chords if you're playing with someone else, or if you can do that along with what I was playing, or record yourself. So this next one on sheet 5 with E, D, A and C, an E minor pentatonic fifth. So that's O, same shape, but O3, O2, 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 O3, O3. Or fret 12, 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15. Okay, so the rhythm on this one is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Nice, easy to start with. That was nice and easy. Guitar's gone a bit out of tune. I'm not really into editing the videos, so you'll have to skip this or watch it. It won't be long. Okay, so E, D, A, C, down, 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 up, down. Did the easy rhythm. Now we'll do the hard rhythm. So this has got semiquavers in it. It's got another tie on beat 3. So it's 1, 2 and 3, E and 4. Do that slowly. 1, 2 and 3, E and 4. Down, 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 up, up, down, down. Let's do that for each chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Adding a down up at the end of that pattern as well. Sometimes, like here. With that down up at the end, you can play that up whilst you're changing chords, so it mutes it a little bit. Or both the down up. It's a bit of a noisy chord change, but it works. That's a technique that I'm sure players do. That's what I do anyway. I'm not really sure. I'm just a teacher. Right, so, but yeah, that was adding the down up at the end. Okay, worksheet 6, G7. So this is a nice blues chord progression, 12-bar blues. The first 8 bars are fairly not as many changes as the last 4 bars. So the last 4 is D7, C7, G7, D7, and then starting with G7 then. Playing in 12/8, so the rhythm is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But we're just going to count it in triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. With accents on the numbers on the 1 triplet, 2 triplet. So starting with G7. So I'll just run through the chords. G7, C7, D7. 2, 3, 4. C7, G7, and again, the slash just means to play the chord again. C7, and again, triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, G7, D7, so the last 4 bars now, C7, G7, and D7, and on the G. On that last bar, it's usually a build-up in blues, so I didn't do the accent on every beat of every like 1 triplet, 2 triplet. I did do it on every beat there, emphasising that last bar. 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay, worksheet 6B, because we're still doing the blues, the same rhythm, but this time with A7, D7, and E7. You can play like that or with the little finger. 2, 3, 4. A7 to D7. A7. Two bars of D7. Bars of A7 and E7 to D7 and A7 to E7 and end on A7. And when you practice these, you can repeat round it. So don't do the A7 at the end until you finish repeating round, then finish on that chord. 6C. Same rhythm we're going to use again. We're going to use some Ds and D7s, and G7 and A7 again. Starting on D. 1 bar of D, 1 bar of D7. 2, 3, 4. G7, D7, and A7. Okay, worksheet 7, away from the blues onto more pop rock. I won't show you the swing versions on these ones, I'll just go straight through them. So with C, G, A minor, and you can either play F or F/C. I've chosen F/C in the book because it's one that is not always used that often for beginners, but it's good to get started doing that, and it's also you can use 5 strings, so that's better. Well, not better, but different. Gives it a fuller sound anyway. Right, so the rhythm is 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and I will do the swing as well. So the swing is 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and okay, with the straight rhythm. Apologies on the timing, that was all off. Right, with the swing now. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and so it's starting to play stuff that sounds like it could be in a pop song. Alright, number 2 says play this twice per chord, and this could be played with swing or without, but that goes, like I've shown so far, goes for every exercise in the book. You don't always have to do both. And I recommend starting with the straight rhythm, getting that sorted first. Okay, so the rhythm is going to be, for C, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and G, 2 and 3 and 4. Now with swing. That was only 1 rhythm per chord, but this says to do it twice per chord, so I'll do that again. Okay, rhythm 3, play this one once per chord, but again you can do all of the exercises, or most of them, twice per chord, and it gives it a different sound. So once per chord, and it's got a tie again. We've got 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 4. Oh, let's start that one again. Down, down, up, up, down. I reckon that one probably was written with swing in mind, actually, even though it's not written for that. It doesn't say, but let's have a go. 3 and 4. Yeah, that does sound nice. Alright, number 8. Hopefully not too cheesy. Right, worksheet 8 then. A major 7, gone with slightly jazzier chords this time. And we're going to do 3 soft down strums. I'll put the pick down for this and just use my thumb. And D major 7 we're going to play with 1 finger, 4 strings. Then A major 7 for 2 bars. E7 for 2 bars. A major 7. D major 7. 7 for 2, A major 7 for 2. Let's go around all of that. There's 16 bars in total, so it's not like the 12 bar blues. It's written out in a similar way. It's just a chord chart, really. So the slashes mean to play the previous chord again. Alright, so if you're reading sheet 8, read the chord chart along and we'll have a go through it after 3. 1, 2, 3. Also suggests that you could add some different strumming rhythms like down, down, up, which will be 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3. I'll use a pick for this. Okay, worksheet 9. Got sort of a rock chord progression again, A, G, and D. We have A and G are in the same bar, so they're 2 beats each. Because we're back in 4/4. That last one was in 3/4. 3 beats in a bar. 3/4 means, or 3 quarter note beats in the bar. This one's in 4/4, which most music is in a way. So this is 4 quarter notes per bar, or 4 crotchets per bar. So it's 2 beats on A, 2 beats on G. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then D for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's go around that. 2, 3, 4. So that's the easy version, and you can come up with some different rhythms. Like anything really, as long as the A and G last for 2 beats and the D lasts for 4. Then the one written in the book is with 16th notes. The A is down, 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 up. Counting as 1, 2, and a. 1, 2, and a. Same for G, 3, 4, and a. And then D plays 1, 2, and a, 3, E, and 4, and a. 1, 2, and a, 3, E, and 4, and a. And the principle of the counting is that all the 16ths you count 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, or down up, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. And any that you miss out, you're still going to do the rest of the E anders. For example, if you miss out the E, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, the ando is still always going to be a down up with this method, because 1 E and a, the E was an up, so we're missing out that up. Down, miss the up, down, up. So the rhythm. 1, 2, and a, 3, 4, and a, 1, 2, and a, 3, E, and 4, and a. Then round again. And I tend to be in the process of changing chords on at least the 4 A, so 4 E and A. I will be changing chords mid-strum because it's not that noticeable, or it might even be on the ANDA I'll be moving. Sometimes in music you see dead notes where on the tab it's just X's at the end of on the A or the ANDA, and that's usually what they're doing, is changing chords during that time. They're not just going, like they're going like. Bad example, but you get the idea, I think. 9B and 9C are similar. I think the rhythm is the same at the end of 9B. Just doing A minor and C. Nice chord change, it's just moving the third finger. However, I've chosen to do C/G, so it's not quite that easy. Third finger has to go right to the top and little finger underneath. C/G, but it's a nice chord. It's all the strings. I normally use my thumb on string 6 to stop that making a noise on A minor. It's probably bad technique, but a lot of guitarists or people play it like that. If you can do it without muting it and you miss that string every time, you're doing really well. Okay, so we'll start on the easy pattern. First, both bars are the same. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. G, that's C/G. Okay, then the harder strumming pattern. 1, 2, and a 3, and 4, and a. Same for both bars. You can add some accents in 2 and 4 if you like. Now with the swing on this one, I'm not really sure if you can swing the 8th notes on this, but you can swing the 16th notes, which would be the E's and the A's, a bit later than normal. So instead of 1 E and a, it's 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a. Or you can have a relaxed, funky swing. Which is slightly different again, it's more of a feel thing. Right, so with swing that would be. See if I can do the funky one. Not sure if I did that, but it's much easier if you're playing along with some drums on that one. 9C. E minor 7 for 2 beats. Then D sus4 for 2 beats. Take off these 2 fingers, move your first finger down there for D sus4. And then G5, like I showed you at the beginning of the video, release the pressure off your first finger to mute string 5. 4 beats of that one. So that's E minor 7, D sus4, G5 for a whole bar. swing, this finishes on beat 4 actually on the G5. And without swing, okay, next. Coming to the end. Well done if you've watched it all. Pretty much no one has watched all of it. I'm almost certain. Right, G, but it's all time-stamped, so you can jump to the page you need. So, yeah. Right, 10A. We have 4 chords on the first line, 4 chords on the second line. So it's 8 chords in one go. And we've got the rhythm at the bottom of the sheet. It says chorus, which means you can combine this with sheet 10B as well. And go from one to the other. The rhythm without swing is 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Right, I'll go through them all. Now with swing, go a bit slower. Yeah, so my own critique on that would definitely be I need to practice changing to E7 and C7 without looking. Right, next, 10B, last sheet in the book. E minor 6. Oh, and the rhythm is a 2-bar rhythm. So E minor 6 is going to be down, down, up, down, up, down. And then B7 would be down, down, up, down. And then so on, alternate the bars. Okay, I'll now do it with swing, and I'll go from 10A to 10B. And show you those combined. Okay, so 10A first with swing. And just finish it off with a G. I think it works better with the one finger at the end. Yeah. Or maybe going from the chorus probably would sound better. So at the end of sheet 10A, going and finishing with a G. No, that wouldn't work. So they're going from the verse to finish on that would work better. Right, you sort of are ready to play some songs earlier on than that in the book. That's just like an exercise that shows you how you can put it all together into a song. But I recommend working on this book in addition to learning some songs, and perhaps you're doing your grade guitar as well. So you might be doing grade 1, grade 2, or 3 or 4, and you can work on these alongside it, and just to make your learning and playing a bit more rounded. And don't forget to do your scales and things like that as well. Don't forget about them, and then that just helps everything else along then. Okay, and so in the description you can find a link to buy the book, and you can use the book and this video along together, or just the book. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.